All right. So the question is what do we do to stop people from, I want to think about it? And in my opinion, that starts in our interpretation and reaction to when people say, I want to think about it. So if Michael's going to be in the hot seat, Michael, first thing I say to you, this looks really good. That's quite a bit of money, so it's something we would have to think about. Your response?
My response would usually be, I would probably touch back on their savings sheet immediately and show them how it's putting money back into the pocket opposed to how they're spending. What are you talking about? Oh. So basically, okay. So you want me to act like what? I can't hear you. Anyways, back to the call. So I would basically just go over the savings sheet with them.
So here I am. I'm your customer. Just respond to me as if pretend you were a salesperson, and I'm a customer.
Y'all found this so good. Okay, I'm glad y'all like it. So,
Okay, so Michael, you're the salesperson.
Yep.
Just, I say to you, and don't tell me what you would say. Just say it. This looks good. Everything you're saying is great. You're a really good salesperson. But this is just something we're going to have to think about. It's a lot of money, and I just really never thought about having one before. So if you could call me back in a week or give me your card and I'll call you, give us a week to really look at this and think about it.
All right. Well, I understand completely. First thing I want to say is, other than money, is there anything else stopping you from treating your water today?
Well, if it were free, we'd want one, but it's a lot of money.
Absolutely. So if it was free, you would want one, right?
Sure.
All right. So what I want to talk about right now is, let's go over your savings sheet. So this is your savings sheet. So it says here you're saving $198 a month, right?
Okay.
All right. So after treating your water, that would subtract the 96. So that means you'll be saving $102 a month. That means that's $102 a month back into your pocket every single month, right? Now, we went over how you'll be saving this money. We provided the soaps and cleaners for the next 5 years. We take care of your water bottle needs, so you don't need to go out and buy bottled water. It reduces your usages of seasonings, coffees, powders, creamers, and such things like that, right?
All right.
So if you're saying that you would do it for free, then I don't see the problem of us basically paying you to do it. So we're putting money back into your pocket. We're not taking no money out.
Yeah, I understand that, and that's a good thought, but are you going to put that and guarantee that in writing? So if I feel like I didn't spend that much, because it's just something we really need to think about. There's a lot to consider here. Your numbers are great, but they're just numbers. There's no proof that, and if things get tied, I can always skip some of these things. We can do without, some of these costs you're associating. So, I'm buying one just because I don't know. It's just something we really need to think about. Just give us a week. Leave your numbers here. I'll take a picture of it, and we'll get back with you.
So if it saves you more than it costs you, and these are the numbers that you've given me on the savings sheet, this is the amount that you say that you're spending monthly on bottled water and on soaps. And with just the soaps and the bottled water alone, that's $110 back into your pocket, correct?
I have no idea. We're not spending much on bottled water. We go to Costco and buy a thing of water for $2.39. So I spend maybe $5 on that. And I don't believe these soap numbers. I don't think we're spending that much. My wife may think so. I just don't buy it.
Absolutely.
So if you did buy it, what would you like that?
So, Michael, let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
You're basing this entire sale on what?
The savings and the benefits?
Well, I haven't heard any benefits. All I've heard is a salesperson making up numbers telling me that I'm spending $190 a month somehow on soap and hard water costs, which I don't think anybody is spending $190 a month on soap and hard water costs. So basically what you're doing, we're moving this out of the state in which people purchase. And that state is called emotional. And when you move a sale from emotional to logical, it leaves people paralyzed. And you're arguing and trying to overcome a buying statement. When you hear I want to think about it, is that a buying statement or an objection?
Buying statement.
Right. And from what I hear, you guys are extremely good at overcoming buying statements, which is why you close 8%, because you're really good at overcoming buying statements. You guys want to be trained on how to overcome a buying statement. So where does I want to think about it turn into a insurmountable roadblock versus facilitating a buying statement? Well, you create your own destiny. And the reason you guys can't overcome I want to think about it is because, one, you're trying to overcome it, and it's a buying statement. So why would you overcome it? Why are you battling the buying statement? Does that make any sense at all?
Yeah.
You're literally going out into the house, and people are telling you, I want to buy it. We just need a little more information. And you are turning that into an insurmountable obstacle that leaves you with call after call we have on how to overcome I want to think about it. We shouldn't overcome I want to think about it. We should be grateful that somebody says, I want to think about it. And I was pretty transparent, basically saying that's a lot of money. So how do we get people to overcome the money issue? Well, if you were a heroin addict and heroin costs a lot of money, yet people will rob, steal, kill, do whatever they can to get their fix of heroin. Why? Well, because their desire for the heroin outweighs every other emotion in their body. It outweighs their need to protect their health. So it outweighs their fear of the law. Will move a buyer forward quicker than anything you could ever do that would apply logic. So if you told a heroin addict, look, you know what, you do this heroin, you could go to jail for 20 years. You do this heroin, you could die. People die because they get bad stuff. You do this heroin, it's just wreaking hell on your brain and your body. You're spending all your money on heroin. Yeah, I don't care, man. I need a fix. Because the desire is both physical and mental is so strong, nothing gets in the way for the typical heroin addict to get their fix, or the crystal meth or opioids or anything else people become addicted to. So the point of that is you keep moving this, you generate a salespeople, you try to overcome an objection that isn't an objection, it's a buying statement, and then you stop creating desire. Saving money is not a massive motivator for people to take a risk, unless if the savings is so great that greed becomes a massive motivator. But in this case, very few people believe they're spending $100 and some dollars a month, $190 a month on hard water costs and soap. It's an absurd number, and it's getting in your way. How much money does your cell phone service save you having a cell phone? Nothing. How much money does it save you to have cable TV, internet, Hulu, Amazon Prime, Netflix, Fubo, Peacock, Apple TV? How much does it save you having all of those services? Nothing. You just want it, and you quickly spend more money. So why do we think money is the number one reason why people should get a water system? Why do we think saving money is a huge reason to do anything? If you don't want it badly enough, saving money is not a motivator. Free soap and saving money is a justifier. It justifies the emotion. Well, if I bought that new car, I'd be happy. If I bought that new watch, I'd be happy. If I get a new iPhone 12 Max, I'll be happier than I am with my 11. If I get the new iPad, I'll be happier. So we're constantly striving to get things that we perceive will change some kind of emotional well-being. Nobody says I'm going to buy the new iPhone 12 Pro Max over my 11 because I'm going to save money. It's not a motivator because you want a better camera, you want a faster phone, you want a bigger screen, a clearer screen. You just desire to have the best. So you guys aren't hitting the granular specific motivators with a clear mental state of inflicting so much desire to have good water in the house that the money doesn't matter. So when somebody says, I want to think about it right out of the gate, first of all, you're going through the process of going, I understand that, in such a robotic, non-empathetic, lack of humanity and insincerity that it doesn't work. There's no sincerity when you come back and, that's like, I'm sorry, but you had it coming. I'm really sorry, but you had it coming. What kind of apology is that? So you're not actually empathetic toward the customer's needs, and you also have no idea what they're talking about. So when somebody says, well, yeah, if it were free, I would want one, and your goal is to build desire, and you know that you need to get down to granular specifics. In other words, little tiny things that are important to that person that you can create a desire for the buyer. What would the proper question be? Michael? A shot.
Proper question for that would probably be, what would 2 reasons be for you wanting the system? What was 2 of the things that I did today that really sparked your interest? I would try to see where that would pick up at.
That would be a much better question. So, Michael, and then you just got to romance that a little bit. Michael, let me ask you this. So you'd like one of these for free, right?
Yes.
I called the 2 guys in. They're out in your driveway right now at beautiful Puronic Systems sitting in the truck, and they install that right now. You wake up tomorrow morning, and you have good water throughout your entire house. Let me ask you this. Out of all the things I've shown you today, what would be your top reason for loving a Puronic system in your house? Would it be the fact that for the first time you were doing laundry, you were actually rinsing the Tide out of your clothes? the fact that your clothes are softer because they don't have detergent pounded in them? Would it be getting out of the shower knowing for the first time you've rinsed all the soap off your skin and you feel the natural oils flowing just like the hand I washed with the good water, and it felt soft and smooth, lotion all over your body? Would it be the way your hair felt, how nice shaving was, the fact that coffee, teas, and juices tasted better? Would it be the sheer joy of just having and knowing you were protecting your family from the unknown, that you no longer were dependent on the little screen at the end of your faucet that's full of rock and debris right now and God knows what's passed through? Would it be knowing you weren't showering with chlorine in your water? I mean, out of all those things, what would be your very favorite reason why you would even engage this conversation for another minute? Why would you even think about this? Why don't you just tell me, no, you don't want one? Why would you want good water in your house? Because I got to tell you, if you had it, you would absolutely love it. And you got to be smiling. You got to be shaking your head up and down. Michael, if you and your wife had this, you would love it. And I'm going to tell you something off the record. I hope one day you get a Puronic system in your house, because if you did, you would love it. I'm shocked when I go back to customers and they're just blown away how much better good water is than I even described. I believe in promising less and delivering more. People are shocked how much money they're saving on soap. I hear every day how they save money on razor blades. Those things are $3 a piece. How much they went from hating shaving to at least it's tolerable. Women particularly who shave all over. I couldn't even tell you the number of people that call me and are so grateful that I hung in there and showed them a path to good water. If this system cost twice as much, it'd still be less than you're going to pay for cable TV over the next 10 years. It's going to be less than you're going to pay for smartphones and cell service over the next 10 years. It's less than you're going to spend on internet over the next 10 years. It's less than you're going to spend on buying sodas if you still do. The average person can cut sodas out of their diet, both buying them at home and going out to restaurants. Not only can they create a better, healthier lifestyle, but they can save enough money to have good water in their house. And if you had good water, you'd probably enjoy drinking water more. So out of all that, tell me why I should even stay here and get you good water. Help me fight for you. Why do you even want one?
Ooh, why do you want one? So good.
Because I'll pack up right now and go home. And I'll leave you my card. You're never going to call me, but I'll leave it. I don't care. I have good water at my house. I got 5 more appointments here in the next 3 days. 4 of those people are going to get good water.
I don't care if you get it. I got good water.
That's the concept. You need to elevate your state when you hear that. You guys have to rise up to a new level of consciousness. You need to be conscious of how people see you and how you would feel if you said to them if they said to you or a salesman said to you what you're saying to your customers. Would it create more desire, or would you just hear blah, 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 blah? You guys need to reach a new level of consciousness and a mental awareness of how important it is to elevate your own enthusiasm and passion. It's really hard to be enthusiastic about telling somebody they're going to save $190 and that they're going to only put out $111. They don't buy it. If they did believe that, you would sell 99 out of 100 deals. If they had a bill, if you had a cable TV bill and you said, here, you're spending $200 a month here and give you this product and it's $100 a month, you can make a sale in 5 minutes because they have a bill for it. The problem with the water system and the savings with the water system is I don't have to pay to replace my plumbing every day. I don't have to pay to replace my water heater. It's all long term. Most people are not spending $100 a month on soap. Sorry, but they're not. If we can find $30 to $50, $60 a month, that's significant. This product should not have to pay for itself on a monthly basis. Over 10 years, it will pay for itself for everyone unequivocally. But forget the money. How much money does your air conditioner save you? $0. What does it do? Why do you run your air conditioner? If you turned your air conditioner off, it's going to be 89 in Kansas City and humid today. I could turn my air conditioner off. It would go up to probably 82 in my house. Am I going to die if it's 82 degrees in my house? No. Am I willing to lay out in the sun when it's 89 degrees out and sweat like a pig just to be in the sun? Yep. But by God, when I come to my house, Saturday morning I woke up and my air conditioner wasn't working in my house, one of my 3. Fortunately, I could move across the house to a different zone. But guess what? I had to get on the phone immediately because my bedroom air conditioner wasn't working. National crisis. God knows you can't sleep if it's 80, yet people go camping. So the point is, did I wait to fix my air conditioner? No. Does my air conditioner save me money when I run it? No. Maybe if I bought a new one, it'd save me money over the old one. But the one right now, when I turn on because I don't like the condition of my air, do I care if it saves me money? No, because I desire to be what I perceive as comfortable. Well, why is that any different when your water is not in the why is it any different with a water conditioner? How is that any different?
Because I guess they built the value of their air conditioner in their head, so we got to do the same thing with the water. Make it to where you can't live without it. Like they can't live without the air conditioning. And so it doesn't have to worry about the money.
And why do you turn your air conditioner on?
To be comfortable.
Because you're uncomfortable. You're uncomfortable, and you know life could be better and more comfortable with your air conditioner. The problem is people don't know how much more comfortable their life is until they experience it. I grew up without an air conditioner. I didn't even know what an air conditioner was in a house till I was 9 years old. And we moved to a new house and had central air in 1969. Big deal. You guys can't imagine that, but that's the way. Cars didn't have air conditioning. You wanted an air conditioner, you got a 260. You roll down 2 windows and go 60 miles an hour. There weren't air conditioning in cars till the early 60s. It wasn't common until the late 60s. It was a huge deal when a car came with air conditioning.
I have a
people
question
somehow
for you.
managed to drive around without air conditioning. But once you have an air conditioner in your car and it's 100 freaking degrees outside and you're traveling across the country, let me tell you, you don't want to be without one. People think it's a disaster if their air conditioner breaks in their car. They won't even drive it. So that's what we have to do for people with a water conditioner. We have to make them understand that the value of the water conditioner is right up there with their air conditioner and their cable TV. They just don't know it. And you got to tell them, and you can use the air conditioner analogy. I got to tell you, Mr. and Mrs. Jones, a lot of my customers value their water conditioner more than their air conditioner. Does running your air conditioner save you money? Because here's the funny thing. I can improve the condition of your water so much that you will never want to live without conditioned water again. And unlike your air conditioner, it'll actually cut down on money you're spending anyway. I don't know if that's $0, $10, $20, $30. I really don't know. I don't really care. If this thing saves you $30 a month and lasts you for 20 years, you won't care what you paid for it. You won't care how much money you save, just like what it is when you turn on your air conditioner. The good news is by turning on your water conditioner, you use it every day, and you literally won't care about how much it costs or how much it saved you. You won't care. Once you have Aeronix in your house, you will no longer care. You won't remember what you paid for the system. You won't care about anything. You will love good water. You'll love good soap. You'll love getting rid of all the chemicals in your house. You'll love converting your house from a chemical house to good water and good soap. You'll love the fact that you're no longer sending pollution down the drain. You're part of the solution instead of the pollution. You won't care about any of it. Okay? So listen back to this call. I'll send you a copy. You need to get this down, and you need to change the way you think about all of that, all right?